Well, Bitcoin got the green monthly close, but there is a whole lot more to this story. Good morning, guys. It's Keith Allen, and yesterday we analyzed Bitcoin and ETH going into the monthly close and into the Fed's rate hike decision and JPow's speech, etc. So I'm going to look at those two coins again. As you can see, we did get the green monthly close, but it was a bearish doji, and it came with a nice cherry on top here from Trend Precognition. So doji candle yesterday we discussed is kind of an indication of indecisiveness in the market. It could be a bullish doji, it could be a bearish doji. The cutoff point is really the midline. If the close is below the midline, it's bearish. If it's above the midline, it's bullish. Pretty much as simple as that. This one obviously bearish. It's below the midline, and that red signal from Trend Precognition gives me some more conviction that this right here is the local high. We topped out at 49.048 earlier in late January, and that's this is indicating that that's going to be the local top. Now, this arrow does not mean that price just has to free fall from here. It will not. There are no straight lines. So we could certainly range here for longer. And if we move in on some time frames, we can see some different, we're still on a weekly here, but that signal, I think, in my mind, is probably played out. We'll see. There's a chance it could go back up. But on the daily, we see that we also are trending downward here. But so far, the 21-day moving average is holding. If this breaks away, where do you go from there? Well, you look at the next level and so on and so forth on down. So whatever time frame you like to trade, whatever your strategy is, if you're not big into technical analysis, you can at least look at these key moving averages. I use the 21, the 50, the blue one is the 100, and the purple is the 200. Those are the most important ones to me. You use what works for you. But you got to pick your downrange targets, because there's a high probability that we are going to go down from here. How long that lasts remains to be seen. A rejection from the golden fib here. We've talked about that extensively, and we've discussed the similarities between the last time we had that fib retracement from the macro high to the macro low, and we're looking at that happen here again. I would be very happy to see a retest up here before things break down. As I said yesterday, I did trim back some positions. I still have some open, but we'll see how we move from here. Let's take a look at fire charts now and see if we see any significant changes in the order book, and really not much. Okay, we saw the breakdown here yesterday. 42 gave way, and now it's kind of being suppressed. I can add a little bit of contrast here if it helps you here. So this is a little bit different right here. We've had some support here at this 37 level, and now it looks like a block of that support has left. That's was 36, so it's just about 4 million has been trimmed out of that spot. But it's important to watch, right? You got to see where liquidity is moving, where it is and where it isn't. And the darker areas are the areas that price can move through very quickly. The brighter areas are the ones where it runs into either resistance or support, depending on which side you're on. Let's zoom in a little bit further and see if we can get a read on what's going down for the day, perhaps, right? So, like I said, this 42 level moved out yesterday. We saw that on the weekly. It moved away here. It replenished for a bit, and then it got suppressed. And that's really the situation that we're looking at right now. So you still have good support down in this range, the 35 to 38.5K range. Very good chance of that holding, but you also have to consider the fact that we could see rug pulls like this as the sentiment changes a little bit. So those are things to watch here on the Bitcoin chart. Let's just get one better view here, and back to the daily. You can see whales tried pumping this, and look, they sold it, right? Not having any luck here. Lots of suppression coming in to push price down. As we scroll down, pretty much the same thing, right? Zoomed into that same snapshot of the high 30s, which for the moment has the most support. 35K has a double stack of about a little over 30 million down here. 38K has about 14.5. So, this liquidity is ripe for the taking, and it's been sitting there for a while. Is it going to stay? Is it going to rug? This changes literally every single day and throughout the day. So it's a reason I like to watch fire charts like this. While we're on fire charts, let's take a look at ETH. ETH also did not have a great day yesterday. The Fed Chair Powell's speech, obviously there was no change in the rate decision, but seems to be that he's telegraphing that they may not be cutting as quickly or as robustly as the market may think. So ETH also has been suffering a fall from grace here. A little bit of support coming into this level, but obviously being suppressed down here. Strongest support down here at the 2200 level. Let's see what the ETH chart looks like now. So ETH also, we're looking at the daily time frame. So there's a short signal from Trend Precognition on the daily. Let's go to the monthly. Also a short signal on the monthly, but still inside the golden pocket. Yesterday we talked how ETH was also trading similarly to Bitcoin. And here again, you have a bearish doji. You have a red Trend Precognition signal. No straight lines, so we could still range, right? And the fact that it's still in the golden pocket is notable, right? Support, technical support, the bottom range of the golden pocket would be the first line of defense. And as you can see, the moving averages aren't too far away either. So again, depending on your time frame, pick pick your technical levels of where you want to either consider support or an invalidation. Yesterday, I talked about what my ETH position was going to be and what my invalidation was going to be. And I will tell you that after the Fed meeting and after seeing the monthly Trend Precognition signal, I decided to go ahead and close that position. It was a nice profit, and I used those profits to mitigate some of the losses on some of the Bitcoin positions that I scaled out of. I did have profitable Bitcoin positions as well. Some of those I've taken, some of those are still open, just kind of waiting to see what the next move is, because again, I don't view these signals as straight line signals. There's still room to range, and there's a good chance that can happen. So that's pretty much where I'm at between Bitcoin and ETH. Now I'm completely out of ETH and looking for my next setup on pretty much everything. So I hope that gives you a quick overview of what we've seen in the charts and what you might be looking for in the days, weeks, and months to come. This does not have to be, listen, this is not a death sentence. Bitcoin will come back. We still have all of the narratives that we've been playing about the ETF, et cetera, et cetera. All of that is still in play here. But it's been pretty widely discussed that a lot of us think that Bitcoin is due for a pullback. Could probably say the same thing about TradFi markets. So this could be it. We have the halvening coming up in April. So maybe this plays out more quickly. And we could see, there have been occasions where we do see a signal revert right after the other. Look, here was a green, went to a red the next month. So this doesn't have to be a prolonged downtrend. No telling. It's one day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month at a time. Hope that helps you out and gives you some insight. Again, no trading advice here, just my opinions on the market and my take on what I see in the charts. I hope you find these analysis helpful. If you do, please do me a favor. Comment. I love your comments. I read every one of them and respond. Let me know what you think and if they're helping you out. And by all means, if you like them, please share them and help me grow the channel. Really appreciate the support you guys are giving me. Trade safe, my friends.